returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get first crack at it here. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Right back to the well. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Yeah, run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want.
There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Find that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between them.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down, and now
makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And the offense is so lucky. That easily could have been a massive turnover in the end zone, but Johnny on the spot, able to pounce on it, and the end result is what they were hoping for anyway. It's a touchdown.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Badgers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Here we go. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now, oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick completion to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handling them.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
With the catch, it's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here they come facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. He's been very dependable for this squad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Creates a little space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. The play action fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
To the air on second down. This one's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Moving out to the right. And some room to work. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. With the run on first and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield very late in the half. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of... First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finds space on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. From the gun. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Motion from the wideout. Pushes ahead. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pressure coming. Working that left side now. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they've moved the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up. Breaks into the open. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Next up, it's now 2nd and goal.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Quick release on the RPO. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Badgers have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Gonna look downfield again. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Badgers moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know what?
He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Badgers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Badgers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Badgers! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes the grab on third. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Oregon. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
The Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw again. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he'll need to throw it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. Finds the tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete.
Now coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play.
And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. With these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.